Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the AcadArena University Alliance Cup Season 3 Division B Valorant. Now we are having the action of the top 15 schools from Division B, right? So this means these guys aren't fighting for the trophy yet. They are fighting for a chance at the trophy next season, next time around. But these teams are from all across the country, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, facing off to see who are worthy. The quest for the championship is at stake here. My name is Desiderata, and I'm joined once again by Ryujin. Ryujin, welcome back to the broadcast, good sir.
Hello, welcome. Welcome to you.
Oo.
Mukhang nag-sub lang tayo real quick. Kinapahinga lang muna si
Yes.
Taylor.
Give
We
Taylor some rest.
makikita nyo pa rin siya mamaya. Huwag kayo mag-alala.
Okay.
But, for our third game of today, who we have in our final, right? The final upper bracket
Yes,
match
our
for the day.
last game for the upper bracket. It will be formerly the Division A squad of the MGS Spades versus iAcademy's Elix Hydra. Now, of course, before we get into that, just gotta talk about that last game, Ryujin. What is it like to cast a 13-0? I think that's the first 13-0 that we've seen. I don't know if it might actually be the first 13-0 in UAC history. I'm not sure. I will triple check that. But it was a version show.
It was a version show, at least. That's literally it.
What else is there to say about it,
Right? Ano sasabihin ko? Si version ng sagasa ng players with the team, and that's it.
Yep.
Nahirapan yung Southern Knights mag-hold, and it was just too much.
Yeah, really, but then Southern Knights, they're a good team. Like we saw them perform really well against PUP, but just seemingly got outclassed today. Don't worry for you Southern Knights fans, they still have may isa pang buhay sila. Meron pa silang match in lower bracket that will be happening next week on Friday. But talking about this upcoming match, Elix Hydra now stand a chance to knock the final standing Division A team in the upper bracket down to the rest of the Division A teams that are waiting for them there. Oblation Esports now on their last legs. Sage Esports now on the last legs. And as we do see now, ladies and gentlemen, the map pick is Haven. So we haven't seen an Ascent today. Himala, Ryujin. We are seeing
the AcadArena special Ascent is nowhere to be found.
That's very refreshing for us, and I do like seeing Haven. Hopefully it will be a closer match here on Haven, just because there are a lot of great dynamics when it comes to team play on Haven, especially sort of when you talk about whether or not you opt for retakes as 5 on defenders, or even being able to really force those rotations on attackers and split down the middle, cut off those defenders and pick them off as they run to reinforce their teammates. But this is going to be a very interesting match. iAcademy, this is their second time here in the UAC, but really now showing a much stronger team. Whereas the MGS Spades, of course, being relegated, you don't want that, did swap places with their sister organization, the MGS Clubs, who are performing very well. They're performing very well, in Division A, taking down a powerhouse, the USC Portal Warriors, who a lot of us expected to come out strong. So that's definitely sent a message. In fact, little bit of a note here, isang player sa kanila sa MGS Club sa Div A is actually from MGS Spades. So it's good to see that these teams are collaborating with each other, that sort of thing.
There's still some sort of, at least relationship between them, friendly relationship, friendly band. Probably these two teams scream against each other. And really, what's impressive with this MGS Spade squad is they're running back their roster. Their captain, which is actually one of the most impressive students from before. Their captain, I believe it's still Cumilio. He's my friend in Valorant kasi nakalaban ko siya sa DM. So, I've seen him go online, I've seen him grinding, I've seen him, constantly climb up to high ranks, high immortal. And really, I'm excited to see their roster. I think he's joined by Nan, Santi Dope, Nicoli, and Zirinier. Some very familiar names from MGS Spades fans, but Meanwhile, on the side of iAcademy, I know I've watched this team. I've watched this team in Division B from last season. From didn't quite make the cut towards Division A. However, they did still show some good performances.
Right.
A little bit of some things to improve on, which hopefully now new season, new
New
chances for them
chance.
to
Yeah,
get
it's a
within
breath
A,
of fresh
right?
air for a lot of these
Yeah.
teams. No?
Mm-hmm.
But of course, the MGS spades. There's a certain edge that comes with having a roster that you know well, that you're familiar with, and so having them basically retain the same roster from season two, that level of experience is what might be the difference maker for them here in Division B. I mean, they have just statistically played more matches, right? And that means they've had sort of the time to adjust to this tournament environment. Maybe Elix Hydra may have a couple of nerves going in, but clearly not, especially with their very dominant performance, no,
Yeah.
opening it here in the UAC. But then again, there is an advantage that MGS has in that this is their first game that they play. They were able to see how Elix Hydra plays, but Elix Hydra has no idea what MGS has going for them this time around. So the question now is going into next game, will that little bit of a break day na parang delayed entrance of MGS pay off for them because they're a little bit more rested, have a little bit more info, or baka they still need to warm up whereas Elix Hydra mainit na sila, right? So the very
Tama.
interesting dynamic there to watch out for.
Oh no, it's I like how these two teams are gonna be squaring up, and again, this is still upper bracket, so whatever happens here, whoever loses, it's not over yet.
Mm-hmm.
You still have a chance in the lower bracket. However, yung mananalo dito, they're in a more safe spot as they will be, advancing to further into the winners bracket. So really, one step closer to realizing, their Division A dream. And again, this MGS Spades team, one to look out for. Division A, sanay na sila sa Division A, naglaban na sila sa Division A. However, let's not take anything against Division B teams.
Yeah,
Amo
for
nga yung
sure.
mga bago, the new kids on the block that got promoted from Division B from the previous season, they're dominating right now.
Yeah,
They're
ang
showing
lakas
really,
nila.
really good signs in Division A. Na parang, wait lang, bago kayo, ba't biglang hirap na hirap, pinapahirapan nyo yung mga hasang-hasana, right?
Yeah.
So, really, these two teams can, show off a little bit. Pakita nila, kaya namin mag-Division A. Patikim pa lang tong Division B na to. So, really, I hope somebody steps up here. But, Haven, ang map nga natin, let's talk a little bit about that. Agent picks, Desiderata, what do you think are some things we can expect here? I expect an Astra for at least one team.
I agree. I think Astra has been a very pivotal agent pick for those who are able to use it. Of course, the issue is now we've seen a couple of teams try to use it, but hindi pa sila comfortable with it, because there's a very specific play style and communication and synergy you need to have as a team in order to execute and really get the value out of an Astra kit, no? But we are seeing the picks now. There will be, of course, Trippy Dan on his Jet. He absolutely popped off in their last game against Adamson, going 21-8. So definitely, itong duelist, the double duelist lineup is sort of the meta right now for Div B, as opposed to what we normally see of like now the more recent double initiator lineup, which we are actually seeing now. That's pretty refreshing, no?
It's really fun. It's good to see this. Even in high rank, even in competitive, internationally, even in our own pro scene, Sova and Sky are
match made in heaven. I think.
Yeah, match made in heaven. They are the perfect.
I ship them.
Perfect pairing. Don't worry, friend. Sky will help me get some info on the side. As take a look at the little player portraits here. MGS Spades, Cover Boy, looking pretty chill.
I like that trip.
Elix Hydra, double peace sign. This is gonna be quite height, interesting game. But
Sure.
controller diff, no Astra. Wow.
No Astra, not comfortable with it. In this map, I actually would kind of favor an Omen here just because the paranoia gets a lot of value, especially when you're pushing aside. Kasi yung central boxes, diba? You know, being able to just
Oo.
flash that out, I think it's very important. But we'll see. I mean, the orbital strike is going to be very useful, especially perhaps against the lockdown, if and when it comes out. We are seeing last game we saw, of course, the Phoenix, but now Sky functioning similar, able to play it as a duelist. So let's see if either of these Sky players are able to play it in that way, provide value for the team, but also create action for themselves. As Cairo is able to find Gumelio, a little bit of a Sova, you know, Sova, just an opening frag. You know, we're starting the game out. We're not gonna choose any favorites yet. As Tripidan is able to get the plant and kill wins to get out of dodge. That guiding light for the retake, not finding any purchase there, but the smoke goes out. Will they be able to get what they need for this retake? Ryujin, the swarm grenade is getting taken down. There's one. He's getting pushed through the smoke. He's still on it. The smokes are covering his retake. The molly tries to go out, but no. None of the retake utility actually lands. It was like an inch off his feet. Calmness out of sight of Nicole. You know, I'm not gonna panic. I'm just gonna stick it, and paid off for them. Good job from JD there. I got you. Trust is what he said, and the trust did pay off for the side of MGS as they open it up here, 1-0, winning the pistol on defender side.
You can see the player cams for Elix Hydra. Pati sila natawa sa nangyari last round. Parang, Hoy! Ano ba? Ayos naman sa pesto ng nade at molly yun. Pros don't fake tuloy tayo. Tawa na lang tayo. But, I mean, it is still early on. 1-0. I like the setup. Ooh, Nicoli spotting, rocking the recon spectre. Oh no. Trailblazer use. I don't know if we saw Kiju, but oh, good. Double cross here. Nicoli able to dash out towards safety here. Even getting a double, finishing things off from Cairo. The aggression. Oh my goodness. Are we on track for one ace every game? Nicoli has 4 frags. Almost high levels of HP here. This looks promising. I think we're on track for our, I believe, 4th ace of the day.
Spike planted.
So see if they risk it and give it to him. You know, are they gonna bait for his team? Yes, they are.
Yes,
and that's
sir,
it. The enemy just ran across the map. Nicoli and
spot the player cams on Nicoli. A little swag jutsu for our boy there. Look at his
ice in his veins.
Good celebration. GBs, good vibes all along for everyone on the MGS. Let's take a quick replay here. His aggressive peak here was what rewarded him. That squad. And, you know, Draxina. Smart play from Draxina, though. Even though we were waiting for Nicoli's ace, Draxina, smart play, got that plant off, and got the eco for his team. In those types of situations, mababa mo lang yung spike, ma-plant mo lang, sige na, okay na.
They were guns up, you know, and just gave the opportunity for Nicoli to get a bit of good vibes and good energy going his way. But that might be also a difference maker in terms of the mechanics of this game, because that ace gave him Blade Storm. Not using it right now, but Tripidan is able to enter onto site here. Nobody's home, opting for the 5-man retake. All that there's a third, but the shot start from Emilio. Great lineup. Goes for the back of the center box there. Siege now with the guiding light. Nicoli with this Blade Storm, not finding it. No! Oh no! Season is able to find 2. Nan goes for the trade right now. Finds 2, finds 3, and it will be the post plant from Cairo. But there's that double swing. Very well played from Camilio, but Nicoli.
Oh my god.
It's okay. It happens. It happens.
He was handed those enemies on a platter. Come on now, Nicoli. But okay lang. Bawi lang. You know, merits my classic. He's whiffing. Pero okay lang. If you take a look at this replay, oops, that's a little bit. That's a weekend whoopsie for our boy. Weekend whipsie for Mr. Nicoli, but it's fine. What does matter is if you take a look, if you noticed in that replay, the amount of coordination that the MGS spades have in that retake was phenomenal.
For sure.
Backside, Arnoya was able to clear their backside, while a guiding light coming from Garage was able to clear the other side, the side towards long. So really, very smart and organized play from the States here. Really showing promise as Comilio gets a drop onto Kairu there. He is dangerously low though. He got naked. But JD is not enough. He's not done. There we go. He finally gets finished off by Trippy Dan here. And now 4v2 situation. Nicole
one enemy remaining.
Raxina.
Spike down.
What's up,
Attacker
TG?
spawn.
Loses the little game battle there. Trippy Dan. Ooh. Good game sense from TG. 4-0. Right now. Oh my goodness. Desiderata 4-0. Is this looking like another replay of last game?
Hopefully not. Of course, we want to see closer matches. And of course, alam mo naman, look, this iAcademy team showed up in a really big way. And they are proven competitors here. So, maybe just shaking off a little bit of those nerves. I mean, yun nga, we see the dominant players are the ones that play loose and have fun, and MGS showing that today, Nicoli getting that ace to open things up there. Tej with a little bit of a fancy wall bang, no? And now the operator. It's going to be a little difficult to contest this. But it does look like it's advantageous that they're not pushing right into it, at least for now. Nicoli was perched up top, the center of B there, as Tej using now the Trailblazer to get some info. It does look like a hit right now, just no hard commitments just yet. There are some strong ultimates for the side of iAcademy here. Of course, Draxina with the Orbital Strike in season with the lockdown. So maybe looking to get those out right now. But Tej does have the Seekers. So there's definitely opportunity for a retake using those. Comelio gonna get a pretty good recon here if it doesn't get shot. Reveals all three of the plays, but everyone is always there. Tripidan does take out Nicoli. That is a huge opening pick now for the side of iAcademy. Draxina finds Comelio, and the spray is not going his way. The spike does go down, and it's a 3v5 situation going into this post plan. Still committing the Seekers, looking to play this one out. The guiding light does find a couple, but the shock starts from Kairu looking good, gets traded out. Tej gets taken down by Groza, but Season. This multi-peek onto this A-link area is just exactly what they need, and they get a round. That gives a lot for them in both economy, setting themselves up fairly well going into the next few rounds, as well as ultimate economy now, because now we have the daggers going up for Trippy Dan, and we've seen what a monster he can be. So, kumbaga, kung umiinit na si Trippy Dan, I do think there's opportunity for iAcademy to tie it up.
Yeah, it relies on Trippy Dan, getting those entry kills, doing what's good for his team, whether it's clearing up a site. Nicoli though, wait a minute, threads the needle between Groza and Trippy Dan there. Good
Get out of
use
my way.
of the Cloudburst here.
Now
we hear the Cloudburst activated. Groza using the Seekers. Now they're in formation. They know that the site is clear. They're going to be able to push up at least. Have to be careful though. Orbital Strike is available for Elix Hydra. This is a 5-on-5 retake. Early use of the Orbital Strike to clear out Garage actually. But good positioning here by Draxina. Isn't even tagged by the Phantom Shark towards him. Finally falls down though. TG and Nicoli, men on a mission for the retake. Double kill for TG here. Even has a guiding light available. Oh my goodness, they're not ready for the retake. And wow, flawless retake here from the MGS Spades. TG leading the way with that 3K. And wow, I'm just amazed at how well they've handled that retake. Calm and composed, nothing too fancy. Just pure communication, good communication with your team. And that just led to a very smooth retake overall.
well coordinated. It looked like they were really biding their time, but it looked like they were baiting out utility from the side of iAcademy. No? And by that time, they held on to theirs and were able to push using the guiding light and everything else. So very, very disciplined play, and it paid off. Now it's 5-1, and it is a little bit of a broken by. Groza does not have a gun. We'll have to play with a sheriff there, and that was also kind of crucial because they did force up. Nicoli went for a second op 2 rounds in a row and gets to keep that gun now. So MGS in a very strong position right now. Nan looking to contest this A push here, does have his lockdown. Trippy Dan is already in hell here. He's trying to clear the site out. Nobody home. Spike will go down and it will be planted for A main here. As the Trailblazer does not see anyone. Groza just playing with this shot. The Sheriff here as okay. That is going to be a Hunter's Fury to take down the lockdown. Very, very good counter ult there. The retake is being played very patiently from the side of MGS again, but the post-plant position of iAcademy is very strong. The push comes in, Groza is able to flash himself out, so goes for the Sheriff's off, unable to find it, but Trippy Dan is there. From hell, swings out, is able to find two. Comilio, though, finds Kairu, and it is a 2v3 situation right now. Do they have the numbers? Do they have the shot? Yes, it's good for one, but not good for the second. Season goes for the push. Trippy Dan and Season, they're good aggression, understood the timing there, is able to push them out. So a lot of utility forced onto that A site there, but a big difference maker was very much Kairu's Hunter's Fury to take down Nan's lockdown there. I think they were setting up for that retake and were sort of banking on it for that entry, but as soon as that was taken down, it was a little bit rough for them, and they just had the trades on the side of iAcademy. So 5-2 is the scoreline now, ladies and gentlemen. And signs of life for iAcademy. Just got to get the ball rolling. Draxina playing very, very well. Jetty with a little bit of a shoulder peek with that Sheriff. Takes a lot of damage. That's take value, maybe? Informational value at the very least, traded for his HP, as it will be a little bit of a split into Garage and B. Nan is stepped up to it, but Trippy Dan jumping on top and is not able to find the shots of the Sheriff and gets punished for it. Nan couldn't take Trippy Dan down. There's going to be a Hunter's Fury from the side of Comelio to prevent that push. Maybe delayed a little bit, but the guns are going well. Hero Marshall gets taking Trippy Dan's head off here. Draxina now volleying, but the Seekers are out for Teach. What kind of push can they come up with here as the Orbital Strike goes down from Draxina? Kairu with enough space to take down Nicoli. Jetty looking for the Sheriff shots, isn't able to get it. Teach finds two with this Marshall.
Last player
Getting a lot of value here out of this eco round, but when all is said and done, it is a little too much for him, perhaps. Maybe trying to find the next right. Gonna get pushed here. Finds a third.
Oh my goodness.
Wow! Okay, GG. Okay. He's able to get the Phantom. Not enough time. But making it costly for the side of iAcademy. Taking guns away on a buy there might result in a little bit of a broken buy next round. Yep, not enough equal to full rifle, and what a I don't know what else to say. That's kind of a sexy Marshall, right, Eugene? Those headshots.
Those were some pretty nasty flicks. Look at TG here. Look at the headshot, proper crosshair placement. Really good stuff from him there. And that you're right there, forcing them to have some broken buys, as looks like everyone, never mind though, they were fully kitted, rifles and shields. However, maybe they did suffer in terms of economy, what they missed out on. Cairo using the early scout zone to scout things out. TG is stuck here in this corner. They have to be careful. He has to get out of there, but looks like things are not looking too good for him there. Cairo does get the finishing shot on him there, and now looks like this is a full-fledged A take here. JD gonna have to contest short, forcing them to rotate here, but little do they know that there is a Killjoy and C waiting for them. So we'll see how we want to play this out. So far so good, looking good on both sides for both sides. Early kill though for Elix Hydra gives them the man advantage. So really, it's up to the MGS Spades how they're gonna play this out.
Yeah, very patient play right now. Gets that opening frag and forces the side of the MGS Spades to spread out on a map like Haven. You know, being down a man on defender
30
just
seconds
feels
left.
so bad. Let's see if there's going to be a pick here for the side of Nan, hiding behind that box, really just waiting for it. Going to the swing now, maybe gets one. Season gets taken down. Draxina all the way through, and
Spike
Nan's
down, C.
very patient position pays off so
One
well
enemy
there.
remaining.
It looked like MGS was able to rotate just in time, had the read. Trippy Nan goes for a little bit of a flank, but gets checked by Nan. That should have went the way of iAcademy there, but really great defensive effort from the side of MGS, still taking it 4v5 and coming out ahead.
Yeah, really impressive stuff from them there. I like how they're positioning there. There was a hard read by them,
Yeah.
expecting the C take and really just having an answer to it. However, this does force Elix Hydra into a half buy.
Yep.
They're gonna be operating on what, 3 sheriffs, a classic, and a Spectre. Not much they can work with here, but miracles can happen. Nicoli can be a little bit too
Spike
aggressive
down
here.
A.
Never mind. Does get the kill with that Vandal. TG here to back his teammate up. Trippy Dan crosses in. JD gets a kill somewhere early on in mid, and it's a 5v3. As expected, they are having a hard time pushing off the site. It's because of the gun difference between the players here. Oh no. G spots up Trippy Dan. Tags him.
Spike down A.
Nicoli
One
pushing up.
enemy remaining.
Will he get the kill? No, Trippy Dan, good. Little wide swing there, but too little too late. 4 players left alive, and not much economic damage. As MGS Spades in a very, very good spot. Not just in the score, but if you take a look at their economy, they can afford a lot of guns, even if they lose this one. So,
For sure.
taking a look though, Trippy Dan and the rest of his teammates looks like they have enough money at least. Trippy Dan will be sticking with that sheriff as well as Draxina. He does have Bladestorm available,
out of my way.
and that is one of the deadliest weapons that you can wield. Draxina opted for full utility as a Brimstone should.
Very selfless.
Ooh, swinging! Oh my goodness, that could have been very, very bad for them. But they are gearing towards the seaside. Desiderata.
Yep, there's a little bit of a jiggle peek there on mid. Gets JD, is able to find him finally. Trippy Dan though with the Bladestorm out. Gets TG. Groza takes on Cornelio, but Nan from the long position is able to find through.
Down C.
And that is the defensive
enemy
play you
remaining.
need, because Nicoli has enough time now to punish Kairu. 1v1, Bladestorm
charge
versus none. And it will go to Trippy Dan. Waits for the Cloudburst to dip and already had his crosshair on him. Just a
Last
fraction,
round
some
in the half.
pixels difference there, being what Trippy Dan needed. And very important round for them, because, you know, this may set them up for a 7-5, which is far better than what they would have had to go up against, going on an eco there perhaps, and probably going to be a 9-3. So here we go, iAcademy. They now have the lockdown and the Hunter's Fury again. We've seen them execute it well on this attacker's side, as there will be a Bladestorm now for the side of Nicoli, looking to make an aggressive play. Let's see if he's going to get punished or rewarded for this. The Cloudburst in his face pushes him back, though. But yeah, you know, I appreciate how they played that last round. I'm surprised that they played it as slow as they did, but the moment they were able to explode onto that retake, it was just all said and done, as Jetty is able to find Season with a quick jiggle there. Really great counter straight shot. Threading the needle from that little space, and that opening pick sets them up very well, as you do see Nicoli on the other side of the map aggressing with that pick. That is going to be an open B side, but let's see how much value Nicoli is going to be able to get with this backstab. Look at his position, Ryujin. Gonna get checked by 2 players.
Oh, this could spell disaster for them. They don't corner. Never mind. Draxina, good. Smart heads up play by him there to check that corner. TG now is the only one
30
guarding
seconds
A
left.
site. Make that no one guarding A site. Now,
Stim beacon
I don't know. They still have both
Spike
Orbital
planted.
Strike and Hunter's Fury available. So lockdown, that lockdown's gonna
That's
be.
gonna go down.
Yeah,
There it is.
There we go. Even spelling disaster for them as Hunter's Fury. Oh, almost tapped up. Really. 4v2 Orbital Strike is still available. This is looking like a 7-5 half. But miracles, like I said, can happen. You can see one taps from none.
Coming out from window now, finds Groza from hell, finds two. That might be the space that he needs. Orbital Strike being committed on Camilla, but he was able to get out of dodge. Trippy Dan is trapped here on hell. Fire falling down, but he runs out of bullets. No, Camilo almost had it there. But the spray
Last
down
player standing.
wasn't what he needed. But
Switching
there it is,
sides.
7-5. A little bit of a disconnect here from TG. As that is our half, ladies and gentlemen. If you saw anything that you like, some highlight plays, or have some highlights of your own, make sure to share it with us on the AcadArena TikTok. We got a giveaway going right now, so if you post something on Twitter or TikTok and you are one of the first 1,000 followers of AcadArena using the hashtag #AATikTok giveaway, you have a chance at some pretty nice goodies from our partner brands. And it's just a fun time. Rage and I were talking about maybe doing a little bit of a Valorant dance challenge with the starting music. Gumawa kayo ng dance for that, guys. Yun, meron na kayong idea para sa TikTok dance challenge na yun. But yes, this is a very close game, and sort of iAcademy, it's I like that they're getting challenged because that first game of theirs in this Division B bracket was a little bit of a stomp, right? So now, fighting a seasoned Division A team, they have their work cut out for them, but they're performing well. They are able to contest them, and if they're able to sort of perform in this attacker half and show up, this may be a very winnable game for them, regardless of the fact that they're a little bit new, right? And that spells a lot of great hope for Division B. The MGS Spades, though, on your screen right now, looking fairly composed. These player counts.
They are looking like no tilt, no tilt for them. They're looking like they're still having fun. They are up 2 points, and they're gonna go into the this is gonna be a bit more fun for them in a sense that they do have the sky, they have the guiding light, they have the paranoia, so it really gives Nicole room to just go nuts,
Yeah.
We'll support you, Nicole, we'll refrag you, we'll throw the util, be the distraction that we need, be the man that draws their attention. So they're setting him up for success, basically.
Absolutely.
So it relies on if they are able to help him. Sometimes it's not as long as the duelist creates space.
Yep.
They've already done their job. Then okay na yun eh. They die to get the site, worth it.
Yeah.
Because now you're putting pressure on the enemy team to go for a retake. So now this is looking promising for the MGS team, but Pointly does not keep you safe, and Elix Hydra are looking to even things out early on. I mean, you win this pistol round, you win a guaranteed one extra round, assuming that they do go for the full eco. So look at this 4-stack towards the A side.
Definitely more of a committed play here on the MGS side, and playing on a map like Haven. That's sort of what you bank on the attackers, because the defender side are so spread out. But great sort of defensive patience here from the side of Elix Hydra, pulling it off, not giving away a crucial early frag to a team like MGS, who will assuredly capitalize there, as the commitment was forced, the rotation was forced for Elix Hydra, now sitting pretty a good chunk of their players on the A side. But this is a little cute, it's just a five-man party moving together at spawn, tingin A, tingin B, tignan natin kung makakakuha tayo ng opening frag. But it does look like
30 seconds left.
no baits have been sold. The market is closed today because the entry looks to be coming in on A region.
Yep, this is looking like the siege of a site. EG leading them with the dynamite. And that's, oh my goodness. TG and
10 seconds
Nicoli,
left.
good kills. Nicoli proving he is the superior jet for now. 8 seconds left in the clock. More than enough time to get that spike planted. Oh my goodness,
player
Rosa
standing.
and Raxina.
Last
Can they
player
make this work?
standing.
Oh, they just blitzed the A site here and whipping. 1v1, 2v1 actually, thanks to that little turret here. JD, good use of the paranoia here. But the turret, the MVP,
Oh my
2v1. And somehow, some way, Elix Hydra eked out a close win
Yeah.
over the MGS.
Very scrappy.
Saints.
Very scrappy. That was a great paranoia. Almost made the difference there with JD. But like you said, in those situations, especially on a pistol, that's not a 1v1. That is a 2v1 for all
2v1.
intents and purposes. And coming away with it there. I mean, those are some great opening frags from TG and Nicoli. But that push from Groza and Caesar, it just looked like a flurry of bullets that MGS walked into, right? And they just weren't able to get the picks there. And suddenly they started dropping, and they'll take that, you know? Helix Hydra will definitely take that, as there's going to be a Marshall value able to take down JD there, and well, that is going to be an opening pick now for Chippy Dan, who just found purchase in the shoulder of JD in window there, but this does bode well, of course, for iAcademy being that man up on this sort of extra round for them. Their guns up. They shouldn't lose this unless something crazy happens. And 7-7 may very well be the scoreline. Although, you know, this MGS side, especially when you're a man down, this mid push usually pays off pretty well there, especially since it's easy to force out and split this B site in half. And it looks like they're doing that now. Nan with some very clean headshots on the Trippy Dan there. Not afraid of the Marshall, but Draxina with the gun takes this running sprays and takes them down. And that is going to be another round for the side of the Helix Hydras there. But the guns are coming out now for the MGS squad, and well, we'll see how they play this. They might opt for a little bit more distance and play to their gun advantage. But that being said, they also have the Seekers, so wouldn't be surprised if this year. I'm as much as I'm liking the more chill MGS attack right now, it does look like Helix is able to play. They actually like that pace. You know what I mean? So you think that MGS is controlling the time, but you're actually playing on iAcademy's timer right now. So we'll see if a change-up is in order. If not, then at the very least you have this gun advantage for you going into this attacker round. But they will be pushing into the C side. The rotation is coming in. I'd like to see Nicoli look for a little bit of a lurk here, perhaps. But then again, he is the entry fragger, so you're probably going to see a cloudburst into the dash in for him here. If nobody home right now, the Seekers getting prepared. Groza does have a position here. Uses the guiding light. Almost synchronously, those sky utilities going out, but the entry, the execute is underway, and it will be the call to go for a 5-man retake instead. This swarm grenade's burning the shoe soles of JD there, and also Teach. So good damage to start off this round. As the spike goes down, Comelio with a plant there. The shock dart not finding purchase as JD takes down Season and Garage. Cairo with the spray down with the Ares on that little backside position, as those boxes now are completely wall baggable. No more specific areas that you have to shoot as the retake is on. Nicoli gets one, gets traded out. However, great blinding light for him there as Cairo gets smoked off, has to push through it. The recon is going to attack him. They're going to know he's there. Comelio goes for Titan instead, and that is going to be 3 for Comelio. Very good retake from the side of MGS with the gun advantage there, of course. Elix didn't have the firepower to make that push happen. But nevertheless, they'll take that and take the advantage right now. 8-7 is the score line. First one to double digits is going to be a very crucial conversation to have between these two teams. Unfortunate that TG was taken down there, but you take it one way or another.
Yeah, it's kind of worth in their sense. I mean, that was a bonus round for them. They were armed with just SMGs, and like you said, quoting Asura there, everything is bangable here thanks to the new update. So really, we'll see how how they're gonna respond to this. But I really like what I saw from the MGS spades there. That was the aggressive spades. I like it. Narinig ka nila. You wanted aggression and they gave you aggression there.
Yep.
Really, what they have to improve on is their post plant, as they are losing too many players on the post plant situations. Trippy Dan almost getting tagged by that shocker there. And this is what I like about the MGS spades. They're not quick to commit to a site. They sense a stack, they sense just an inch of information that there's more than what's acceptable number of players towards the site. They're quick to back off. However, with this specific situation, it is going to be a very difficult take for them, as
30 seconds left.
B is locked down by the Choco and the Sova. Kairu, good positioning there. None gets the refrag, but Season 2 change, and Season is locking down the site. But no, JD and Camilio somehow, some way, making it to there. The timing, Camilio almost. What a flag by Trippy Dan there. Good flank.
Yep.
Forces the 8-8. And neck to neck are the two teams right now.
Yeah, that was a little tough for MGS. Weren't able to get the trades there on that entry, and Kairu just punished so hard. That spot, like in between the center boxes and logs, has been a power position for both of these teams. We saw Non use it in the first half, and then now we're seeing Kairu and Season use it here. And Trippy Dan did opt for a half buy last round, so he can now go up to this operator, and this man has been a magician with it. So let's see if he's going to find value. Comelio will be the only one there, but looking to hopefully not give that opening pick to him. It looks like they do sense the potential for this operator to come out, but the Blade Storm is committed by Nicoli, looking to make some magic happen of his own with that, as the Aldrone does tag Comelio there. Like you said, not much of a commitment. Very patient MGS defender-sided play, but we've seen this backfire on them. Especially, and it will go down to how quickly they're going to be able to execute given the information. But that's the thing, they're playing passively to get information, but iAcademy is so smart not to give them an inch, right?
True.
They have no idea. Right? Like, they're trying to find a pick, trying to find a shoulder na, okay, merong tatlo, dalawa dito, wala. Only now they see Season, right?
They're keeping them guessing, right? They're keeping them guessing, and right now talagang no easy info, not even
30
an
seconds
inch.
left.
Wala kayong malalaman. But look at that. Look at this. Fully stacked towards the C site. Now you see everyone's point of views. They're booking into the A site. They know exactly where they are. Good use of the lockdown here to secure and burn some time, actually.
Yeah.
And look at that. I like this plan. This is an easy plan to hold, and it's a much more difficult angle for you, for the defenders anyways, if they're gonna try and do a ninja defuse. Trippy Dan does have the operator, and one unfortunate soul will meet him. Little do they know that he's there. Good kill by Trippy Dan, getting the kill off the line there. Good use as well of the Blade Storm for Nicoli. Double kill. JD again. Look at the timing of JD there. Good timing, which leads to easy frags, and good use as well of the lockdown to just scare your opponents away.
Yeah.
Force them into uncomfortable situations, uncomfortable angles. sulit eh. Siyempre, pipilitin mo sila umalis sa mga angles na ini-expect mo and pili sila. Si swing mo ko, kung masusunog ka, madi-deep fried ka ni Brimstone.
Nakita din natin mga kaibigan na they use, I mean, it's so hard to get value as a killjoy when you have, you know, a Hunter's Fury that checks you there. You know, Season was looking for that retake lockdown, but you know, it becomes a chicken and the egg ba? Na parang who's gonna use it first, right? Because Comelio is more than likely just gonna hold this for that, right? And it does pay off for them there, unable to execute that retake, and JD just, you know, with the, like you said, incredible timing. Tricky Dan now with the Blade Storm is able to find the goalie, but great trade from Peach. I'm really liking how MGS plays together, but it doesn't matter when there's a shorty in your belly. But Peach now trying to punish, but you're pushing it so smoke into shorty, bro. That's so scary. He's able to get a gun for his trouble there. Kyrie with the stinger.
I've got your trail.
Burst through the smoke there.
Found one.
As the Seeker comes out from Peach to secure at the very least the plant. The Kyrie just spraying down bullets with the stinger, especially from this range. You wouldn't think it would do a lot of damage, but it is
Neutralized.
working wonders for him.
Working though.
JD, there it is. That's the gun disadvantage there, but you know, makes it a little
JD.
expensive. That said, shouldn't be a problem. Eco goes the way of MGS, and that is the first. They are the first to get to double digits here. But now the double rifle round here. Haven't seen yet JD pop up from the shadows, so let's see now that he has it up what he's gonna do with it. But
the way that they play this,
Yeah.
you know, the way that they play this is that they play slow. So I'm expecting JD to probably be one of the few people first on site whenever they try to go for a rotate. Hunter's Fury early used by Kairu,
Spike down
even
A.
getting 2 kills there. Hello, Kairu. No bullets fired, still somehow makes it a 5v3, and just like that, the round is looking bleak for the MGS Spades. But we've seen them turn this around. Let's see how Nicoli will be able to hopefully turn the tides to their favor here, as they are just stuck. They're legitimately just stuck towards this A side, trying to control window, but I appreciate what Elix Hydra is doing here. You know, they're down 2 points and they're not doing anything unnecessary,
yep.
right? They're just keeping to themselves,
Push.
following things, following their plans. But Nicoli, that's what we wanted. JD as well, able to get the kill onto Groza, and like I said, they can quickly switch things up and turn the
30
tide into
seconds
their
left.
favor. Kairu left all alone in the B side.
Revealing area.
Will he be able? Oh, I like this fake. I really like this fake. He wasted dart, and that's dart gone for the next 40 seconds.
Oh no.
Oh no. They use all the
One enemy remaining.
unfortunate.
10 seconds left.
Oh my goodness, none? Nani?
Spike's down.
Nani! Nani with the quick flicks there. Goodness gracious. And Season now in a 1v2 is not looking like he's gonna check graffiti. Yes, he is! But the double swing comes his way. Almost gets a 1 HP. Nicoli, you lucky man that a couple of those bullets went through a wall there. Reduced the damage. But I love how MGS plays it, right? Just baits the rotation and leaves one to get that pick, and it opens up the map for them. I think what I'm now realizing, as much as it seems like Elix Hydra, especially for those first 2 rounds at the very least in this half, were able to sort of play to the pace of MGS, they don't take a lot of space. There's a lot, you hear this commitment to certain sites coming out from MGS, but they don't aggress to take that you know, C position, that C long position, or that grass position. And usually that's one of the advantages of Haven, is if you hear that there's a commitment, you should be able to get a little bit of a backstab, but it's not going their way now as the entry does come through. Nicoli does find Groza. Trippy Dan goes down as well. Great sidearm switch. PG is able to find Kairu there. It finds these 2 players.
Oh, this ninja.
On top! And he jumps down! And he's looking all around! But there are 2 minutes. Oh. I love how his
I
like,
like it.
mouth was shaking. It's just like,
I like it. Keeping up with the I like it. Keeping up with that. Trying to do some form of economic damage. Magparamdam lang dun. And well, he tried for that little cheeky play there. I actually thought he would go for the ninja diffuse there. You know, I've seen my fair share of ninja diffuses. Baka sakali, you know, but 1 point away for the MGS Spades, and they will be, you know, crowned the winner here. So we'll see how they're doing it. Elix Hydra, they are somewhat a little bit stagnant right now, having a little bit of a difficult time reading the MGS Spades.
Yeah.
And you have to appreciate what they're doing. Oh no, good kill from him there. They do tag out the planting Nicoli, but luckily Seasons and Draxina, good double kill there, 1 kill apiece. GG running and gunning gets the kill on to Draxina. Kairu, oh my god, is this a repeat of their last round? But no! Kumilio and Nan just shutting them down. Seasons left all alone in a 1v3 match point. This is a very, very steep hill to climb for him here. 1v3, 3 different positions here. Easily can triple swing him here. There we go. That's
Attackers
the triple peak that we needed to see. MGS Spades secure it 13-8. GG's, and well played to them.
Very well
they
played.
Found their stride late into the game. Look at them waving goodbye. Smiles all across. Everyone's smiling. Maganda ang gabi nila today. Masarap ang dinner nila. Masarap na nga food. Masarap pang alam na panalo sila, diba? So, GG's to the MGS Spades. They are advancing towards you know, 1 step closer to maybe seeing their sister team in Division A. We'll never know. But nevertheless, everything's not over here. Take a look at some of our highlights from the previous game. I like it. I enjoyed watching both teams, but really, this is the MGS Spades that, you know, I've seen and I've watched before. You know, really talented players, good takes. I like how they found, you know, their stride later on. They did not let go after winning, and you know, highlight plays all across the board for different players, from JD to Nan. Here we go. There's the Nani play right there. That little flick from heaven to CT. Really well played. And you know, there are any thoughts?
No, I think it's very important for the mental of MGS, because they just saw 2 of their, I guess, former Div A's just get dropped by these new Division B squads. So showing that, no, it's okay. We're here to play. We've secured our spot here in the upper bracket. And of course, for the side of iAcademy, you know, a little bit of a humbling moment, you know. Div B isn't that easy, guys. You know, you've got some spectacular talent here still, and spectacular talent across the board here in the AcadArena Alliance. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you yourself want to join tournaments such as the UAC, or just be part of a ever-growing and really just bright future for campus gaming here in the Philippines, make sure to sign up with us here. Join the AcadArena family by going to acadarena.com/alliance. And by the way, they just launched a really great new app for you to peruse and sign up on using app.acadarena.com. And there you will be able to see some of these organizations, see what events they're running, see events that AcadArena are putting up themselves. You know, if you are wanting to try your hand at campus esports, they got NCO, the National Campus Open, I think, just opened up, so you can register there through the app. And they've also got some cool things coming soon, specifically some brand deals with partners, some deals for you guys, get some gear, get some goodies at a discounted price. And most importantly, because it is an amazing time to be a gamer, scholarships. You guys might be able to get some grants and some scholarships by registering on app.acadarena.com. Make sure to go there, join the little family, come hang out and interact with us. But I think, again, kudos to both of these two teams. We are going to look forward to iAcademy perhaps making a miracle run through the lower bracket, and maybe, like you said, MGS looking to get a rematch going for their sister organization, MGS Club. But they've got a long way still. You know, this is just Div B, my promotions pa to. So let's see how they show up.
Let's see how it goes. Yeah. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, don't leave. Wait a minute. Don't close that tab. We'll be back after a short break. And ako, mukhang mawala na ako. May papalit ata sa akin. Maganda papalit sa akin. See you guys after the break and enjoy the rest of today's matches.
Globe.